What's going on to all my gamers and gamers? This your boy Kano, the brutally honest gamer, and I'm back with another video. Let's get it, let's go. And this has been a long time coming because I haven't made a video in about 1 to 2 months, and to everybody know, I've been very inconsistent on this channel, and I apologize from the bottom of my left toe. So before I even dive into the whole video and what I'm going to say, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone on this actual video with two kind of topics, because there's been a lot of mixed signaling going on from the people at Xbox, and I'm gonna speak on the standpoint of a gamer, because I am a gamer, and if people say that I'm a pony bot, I take it. It just goes to show that I'm a real gamer and other ones is not, because if I was an Xbox fanboy, I wouldn't be calling Xbox out for what I'm about to say. And this is just more on a concerning standpoint, and not for forget Xbox, I'm joining PlayStation. No, that's not it. First and foremost, I am an Xbox fan, but not a fanboy, and I play most of my games on Xbox. I do own a PlayStation 5 and 4 and all that, but I do play, like, majority of the time I play my games on Xbox, and the only time I play PlayStation most of the time is exclusive wise. That's the purpose of us getting games on different platforms, for the exclusive side of things. Most of the time multi-platform, but on the exclusive side of things. So what I'm going to do on this video, we're going to make it this is a two-part thing. It's going to be a lengthy video, and I'm going to speak on it. So there was rumors that was going around about Indiana Jones, the newest game, going to PlayStation 5. They said spring of 2025, and after watching an opening night live, which I'm gonna have a deep dive video on what games that I'm actually excited about, but I digress. We found out that Indiana Jones, the Circle, I forgot the name of the game. It comes out spring 2025 on PlayStation 5. In my reaction, personally, I don't care. I'm still gonna play it on Xbox regardless, either through Game Pass or through the review code basics. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I review a lot of games on the day-to-day, you feel me? I be playing, enjoying these games, and reviewing them. That's what I do on the gamer section channel, but I digress again. So the game comes out about December 9th on the Xbox Series X and S and Game Pass and all that, and then it launches sometime in the spring of 2025 on the PlayStation 5. And Phil Spencer made an interview a while back, and everybody was asking, is Indiana Jones and Starfield coming to PlayStation? They said, Phil Spencer said no. And then we come to find out that the Indiana Jones game comes out on PlayStation 5 in the spring, and it's labeled as a timed exclusive. And what I got out of it is, personally for me as a gamer, I don't care, because I actually play my games on Xbox most of the time. I do, like I said, play games on PlayStation sometimes. Like I just beat Final Fantasy 16. Now we hearing that's coming to Xbox down the road. But I digress. Now, what I get out of this whole debacle when it comes to Indiana Jones is that Phil Spencer lied to the consumers once again, and it goes to show that when it comes to Phil Spencer, Matt B, Aaron Greenberg, Cyril Bonds, they're liars, and they don't tell the cold-hearted truth about things. And that's why they get so much flack and so much backlash for what they're doing, because they don't basically tell the truth, and they really be putting out mixed messaging to their fans, their core fans of Xbox. Now, from a gamer standpoint, like I said, I don't care that the Indiana Jones game goes to PlayStation 5, but on the standpoint is, it's like a 50-50 thickle situation. It's like you want to play it on the console of your choosing, like Xbox, but if it's going to PlayStation, it defeats the purpose of why people want to play their game on the Xbox. Okay, Game Pass is cool, but it's not going to move the needle for people to subscribe to Game Pass. You feel me? Like Call of Duty, it will move the needle some, but it's not going to grab a hold why people want to buy Game Pass for the long haul. And some of the games that they put on Game Pass is questionable, because some of these games you may not want to play or have no interest in. You feel me? Like if you look at one of the games that's on it right now that's coming to Game Pass, is that Atlas Fallen Reign of Sand, which I already played and reviewed already on the gamer section channel. Go ahead and check it out. It's just that's the only game I want to play. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duty, I'll wait till the full game's release. I don't care about multiplayer on Call of Duty. I'm more of a single player type of person. But I digress. When you look at this Indiana Jones and then you see the other 4 games that came to PlayStation, it just defeated the purpose of why people would want to buy the console. Because if you look at the messaging behind Xbox at this point right now, it's all about the ecosystem is all about Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? And Phil Spencer a lot about the consoles. People been playing more on the consoles, but the consoles is not moving in the units. The problem that I see with Xbox right now, there's a lack of bundle sales, and it looks like when it comes to some of the games that's coming out at the end of the year, there's not that many games exclusively that's going to be coming to Xbox like that, except for Indiana Jones, but it's only a timed exclusive. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, that's a multi-platform. You feel me? And Towerborn is in early access and it's not a full release game. Then you got Flight Simulator, which that's rumored to be going to PlayStation sometime down the road. And if you think about it, a lot of PlayStation exclusives is not coming to Xbox, and a lot of, and for sure, Nintendo games, none of the Nintendo games is going to Xbox. Like you're not going to see a Super Mario game going to Xbox or PlayStation. That's just figgity facts, no fiction. But the way I'm looking at it right now, when it comes to Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg and Matt B and Sarah Bonds, they just liars. You cannot believe what they say at this point. You feel me? And everything that they say out their mouths is not beneficial and is not benefiting the gamers. Because personally, like I said, as a gamer, I don't personally care. You know what I'm saying? If they go to other platforms. But if you look at the fans, the core fans is going to be pissed off. Because you are not telling the truth to your consumers. You're lying to the consumers. You feel me? Just like how Jim Ryan lied to the consumers for the PlayStation side. And PlayStation, they in a bad spot themselves with their exclusive problems. Actually, they're worse right now with their exclusive problems. And Concord right now is a trash game, honestly. But Microsoft has to do a better job in actually being better with the messaging when it comes to their fans. Because if not, it's going to drive a wedge even more to the fans to not even want to buy their next gen hardware at this point, because exclusives matter. Exclusives is what sells your consoles. Exclusives is what's wild. Is, you know, the media is trash for that. They do be trash Xbox for little to no reason, but Microsoft always be messing themselves up in their own way too. They may have good news one minute, but then they end up messing up and bringing out more bad news to the next minute. Like for instance, Tango Gameworks. Tango Gameworks, they was planning on shutting it down. Now Crafton Inc., they bought Tango Gameworks and the Hi-Fi Rush IP. Tango Gameworks should have never actually shut down for Microsoft, and that was one of the dumbest decisions that Phil Spencer and them ever done. That's hands down, that was the stupidest decision that they ever do. One of the stupidest decisions that they ever done. How you gonna shut down Tango Gameworks and Hi-Fi Rush actually did pretty well? That was one of the dumbest decisions that they actually made. They tell me that's a business decision, but that was a dumb decision. You feel me? Is it gonna stop me from playing Xbox? No, I'm still gonna play Xbox. It ain't gonna stop it. This just speaking from a concerned standpoint. You feel me? And now everything is in question. Like, what games is gonna go to the next platform? Like, is Fable gonna stay exclusive? Is Avowed gonna stay exclusive? Is Starfield gonna stay exclusive? Is, what's the other game? It's slipping my mind. Perfect Dark, is that gonna stay exclusive? Is South of Midnight, is that gonna stay exclusive? And those are some of these games I'm anticipating. This is what Microsoft should actually do. Because if you look at Activision, Blizzard King, and you look at Bethesda, I can understand those can be more of a multi-platform beneficial situation. But if you got Xbox Game Studios, let those type of games be exclusive only to Microsoft. If you look at PlayStation Studios, all their games except for MLB The Show, that's multi-platform. But let your main Xbox Game Studios party of the first party titles be exclusive to their games. Some of the games on Bethesda, let that be on a case by case. Let that be like some exclusive, some multi-platform. Same thing with Activision Blizzard. But the way it's looking from the strategy standpoint from Microsoft, they don't have it down pat, and they've been making bad decisions ever since this Xbox Series generation. Phil Spencer, he made changes for the better with the Xbox One. They did a better job in acquiring studios. But now from this serious standpoint, they're only going downhill from there. I'm gonna tell you like this here. Xbox will only go downhill from this standpoint if they keep doing what they're doing with the mixed messaging and lying to the people. What I see from Phil Spencer and them, they really say one thing and do another, then they tuck their tail between their legs and run. When it gets too hot for them with all the heat and all the backlash, they be quiet and they run. They don't even appear on social media. They'll post something and then they run. If don't get scared now. If you're gonna face the backlash, face it face first. Don't run from the heat, because you messed yourselves up. The problem with it is, and I'm always say this, Aaron Greenberg, he's part of the problem when it comes to marketing. They don't know how to market their games properly. You don't see no commercials. You hardly see any bundles. I remember last generation there was a bunch of customized consoles with bundles of the games. Even with the 360, there was way more bundles with the 360 bundles, with the Halos and all that. Hell, they could have do a new bundle, Indiana Jones bundle. That's the problem with Microsoft. They don't know how to do bundles. If they want to sell their consoles, do bundles. You feel me? Stop selling controllers. If you want to sell more than controllers, sell bundles. Customizable consoles that's bundle wise. That's just figgity facts, no fiction. So Indiana Jones coming to PlayStation 5. Okay, that's cool. I ain't tripping about it. I'm gonna play it on Xbox regardless, because I'm still an Xbox guy at the end of the day. But real Xbox gamers gonna have to call Phil Spencer out for what it is. They're giving out mixed messaging. They're not doing a phenomenal job in that area. The console sales hasn't been on the rise. It's been more so on a standstill. In a sense, it's not on life support. It's on a standstill because there's a lot of mixed messaging. And to the Xbox fanboys, that's really not calling Phil Spencer and them out on this. Something's wrong with y'all if y'all not calling Phil Spencer out on this, or the whole Xbox brand as a whole out on this. Because at the end of the day, as gamers, we expect more. We want more exclusives. We want to feel like we want to continue to play Xbox games and want to purchase their games, not just out of Xbox Game Pass, but might want to purchase their games if they didn't got Game Pass. You feel me? But teacher's zone, what do I know? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to get criticized for it. I'm going to receive a lot of backlash for it. People ain't going to like what I got to say about it. I'm going to get a lot of heat from it. But at the end of the day, you don't like it, you can kiss the king's ring, because I'm the king around here, you hear me? So I'm going to leave it on that note. Comment your thoughts about this, man. And I'm going to leave it on that note. I'm out. Peace.